When solving absolute value equations, we always need to remember that the absolute value of a negative number equals a positive, and the absolute value of a positive number equals a positive. And remember from our first two videos that when we solve an absolute value equation, we drop our absolute value symbols and create an equation that equals both the positive, and we create a second equation that makes it equal the negative. So we do the same thing here. We drop our absolute value symbols and we create a positive equation, x plus 5 equals 2x plus 1, and a negative equation, x plus 5 equals a negative, in parentheses, 2x plus 1. The reason we put 2x plus 1 in parentheses is so that this negative can be distributed to both the 2x and to the plus 1. This makes the entire right side of the equation negative, which is exactly what we want it to do. So to solve this equation, the first step that we do is we distribute. Remember, there's an invisible 1 right here. So to distribute, we say a negative 1 times 2x is a negative 2x, and a negative 1 times plus 1 is minus 1. From here, we subtract 5 from both sides of the equation and get x equals negative 2x minus 6. We add 2x to both sides of the equation, and we get 3x equals negative 6. We divide both sides by 3 and get x equals negative 2. To solve the positive equation, we subtract 5 from both sides and get x equals 2x minus 4. We subtract 2x from both sides of the equation and get negative x equals negative 4. Again, remember there's an invisible 1 right here so that we can divide both sides by negative 1 and get x equals 4. So our answer is x equals negative 2 and positive 4. Let's try another one. So we drop the absolute value symbols and we create our positive equation. X minus 8 equals 3x minus 4, and our negative equation, x minus 8 equals a negative, in parentheses, 3x minus 4. Remember, when making the negative equation, to put the right side of the equation in parentheses so that it makes the entire side negative. Let's solve the positive equation first. We add 8 to both sides, and we get x equals 3x plus 4. We subtract 3x from both sides of the equation, and we get negative 2x equals 4. We divide both sides by negative 2, and we get our answer, x equals negative 2. For the negative equation, our first step is to distribute. So negative times 3x equals negative 3x, and a negative times minus 4 equals plus 4. From here, we add 8 to both sides of our equation, and we get x equals a negative 3x plus 12. We then add 3x to both sides of the equation, and we get 4x equals 12. Divide both sides by 4, and we get the answer x equals 3. So our final answer is x equals negative 2 and 3. As a last note of warning, the second step that we distribute, the negative times negative minus 4, is a very commonly forgotten step. So as you do this type of equation, first remember to put the negative outside of a parentheses so that the negative can be distributed to both the 3x and the minus 4. But then also don't forget to distribute the negative to the negative 4.